What is going on, fam? My name is Mike Reilley from Reilley's Tasting Room, and today, to be honest, I'm really not sure what we have. We have a homebrew from one of my friends. Let's get into this one. Okay, guys, so like I just mentioned, we have a very different style beer review of me today. And this is not just a blind taste test of something. I quite literally have no idea what kind of beer this is. So one of my friends, he actually does a lot of home brewing, and he's given me a couple of them in the past. A lot of them were really good. I really liked them. And this one was given to me a couple weeks ago, and I was talking to him and totally forgot what he actually said it was. The only thing that's standing out to me that I remember is that it is a 6% beer. So this review, 6% homebrew, right? So let's get right into this one, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I think it is, and we're going to see what it tastes like too. I'll tell you if it's good, I'll tell you if it's bad. This might be the best beer that you can never get. Okay, so right from this pour, it is actually a little bit hazy, which is not a bad thing. A little bit unfiltered looking. You can see the hops and grain particles in there, which typically you do get with a homebrew anyways. And I just have to jump right in, get this smell test, see what we're smelling, see what we're tasting, and let's go from there. Okay, I actually am getting a little bit of a grapefruit and very fruity vibe to this. It is a little bit darker, so it is probably, you know what? I can't put a nail on the head to what it actually could be brewed with yet. Head on this is actually really good too. I love when it still stays up there. It means it's brewed very well. And from the past beers that I've had from my friend Jerry, cheers Jerry, thank you for this beer, he has made phenomenal beers. So let's get right into this one and see what it tastes like, because it smells a little bit of grapefruit, a little bit of fruity, and it's 6%. It's about where we're at. Let's dig into this one a little bit more. Cheers. Okay, I am getting a very, very, very fruity taste. Does have a grapefruit taste to it. Does have a little bit of like an orange in there as well, and a little bit of citrus. So it is a very, I would say, tropical forward tasting beer. It's not overly hoppy, but it kind of gives me like that New England styled, not New England, I would say more of like a West Coast styled IPA taste. It is a little bit darker, and it is a little bit not as hoppy as your normal IPAs, but it does taste phenomenal. Yeah, you know, this one is a very, very, very good and straightforward taste. Throughout the whole sip, you know, initially you do taste like a grapefruit and a little bit of like an orangey vibe up front, and then you taste those hops built into there, and as it comes down on the back end, you are getting a citrus notes at like the end of this, and then it kind of just clears out, which it is very good. I personally like things a little bit more hoppier, but this is an extremely smooth beer. Coming in at 6%, I don't think that this would be a problem to drink at all. Jerry, make a couple some more 6-packs of these, send them my way. But I mean, there's really not much else to say. I don't know exactly what it is. I'm going to say it's more of that West Coast styled IPA, coming in at 6%. I'm going to say a tropical IPA. That's what I'm labeling this one as, a tropical IPA, homebrewed out of, literally homebrewed, just normal bottle, given to me, and I'm not mad about it one bit. One more sip, and then I'm going to give you guys my scoring for this, and scoring for kind of just what it is in general. Cheers. Okay, so a Reilley's Tasting Room review for this, which I'm assuming I'm just going to say this is a tropical West Coast IPA. And for a tropical West Coast IPA being homebrewed with somebody who does not have like professional brewing experience, phenomenally tasting, phenomenally brewed, phenomenal flavors in there. So I'm giving this one a 4.5 out of 5. Now we're on to the next part of this, where should this be in stores? You know, is this something that is comparable to other beers that I've had before? I think absolutely yes. This is something that if it was in the stores and I can get a 6-pack, a 12-pack, and shit, more than that of it, this is something that I could easily sip on. This is something that I would bring to parties. This is something that I would go out and just sit down and drink all the time. It is an easy sipper, does have good flavor, and it's comparable to something similar like just a tropical IPA. So it's hitting the nail on the head with that. So this is something that you probably wish was in the stores, because I do too. So cheers. If you guys like that review, I know that it was slightly different than some of my other ones, and I'm sorry that you guys cannot get your hands on this one, but I'm going to be working with some of my friends to see if they can get some more beers. Maybe I'll send one to you guys. If you guys leave a comment down below, let me know what you think about this, and just for my description, would you try this one? Cheers.